Hey everyone, welcome back to my comic book review for last week's comics. As you can see, Joey is not here. Sadly, Joey had to leave. He got a call. He has a ride home today, and we did this comic review a little later than I expected. So, sadly, Joey won't be here. And the last few comics we have are Spider-Man, and I feel bad because Joey, other than Spider-Man, he only collects New Avengers, and I was hoping Joey would be here for the Spider-Man, but sorry you had to leave, Joey, and you're welcome to come back anytime. It'd be great to have you back on my comic review episodes. But we still have Kevin, Joe, and of course you guys know Mike's my director. And let's go. We have two more comic books, both Spider-Man. The first, there's one hit and one miss. Half a miss. Anyway, we'll go with the half a miss first. Amazing Spider-Man 612. The Gauntlet begins. Basically, the Gauntlet is going to be Spider-Man versus some of his most deadliest villains. They're going to be revamping the deadliest villains. As you guys can see, this is a variant cover. You guys can see we're going to have Mysterio, we're going to have Rhino, we're going to have Kraven, we're going to have Electro, and we're going to have Sandman. It's going to be good. The storyline I like. I want to like the story even more, but sadly, there's one major drawback: the artwork. And I will show you guys why I say the artwork. I'll find a page, and I will give you guys a page of the artwork. Not exactly fun. Let's find one with Spidey on it. That looks good. It's not good. At least not by my standards. It's not good at all. You might think it's good. That's great. That's great. That's fine. That's your opinion. I respect it. I don't think it's good at all. And then also, at the end, you got a few pages worth of another side story called, I'll show you guys the name of the story, The Other Woman, which involves Spidey and Black Cat, and I'll show you guys some artwork from that, which is even worse. Yes, it gets worse.
Good side story at least?
Shouldn't be. It's one of the variant covers too. Black Cat and Spidey on the cover, but they want too much money for that cover. They could keep it. Paid standard price for this variant cover.
Who was the artist? So if you go past
Who is the artist? I'll give you the artist right here.
Chris, if you look past the artwork.
If you can look past the artwork, I'd say it is a great story. I hope that they change the artist here. The artwork is done by Paul Azaceta, and the
Paul Azaceta. He needs a real job.
And the colorer is Dave Stewart. I say we need you need a new art team. The story's great. I think the story has a lot of potential to pull Amazing Spider-Man back up after the shit that was One More Day. Yes, I'm mentioning One More Day yet again because I think that was a stupid story. Shouldn't have happened. Mary Jane should still be married to Spidey, but that's my opinion once again. I think it was shit. I would pick it up because it's a good story, but you saw the artwork. Your call. It's shitty artwork, and I hope to God, I hear this is going to be a lot of parts, or at least a month or two's worth of comic books. I hope they change artists in between, but I don't think they will. I don't think they are. So, they just screwed Gauntlet, if this is going to be the artwork. Finally, the hit. Dark Reign, The List, one shot, The Amazing Spider-Man. Holy shit. Holy shit, pick this up. The List was shitty. I'm being honest with you. This is like the 8th, I think, yeah, number 8, Kill Spider-Man. This was the 8th comic book. Daredevil was not really that good. Daredevil was there. The Punisher one stunk. The X-Men one was good. That's it. Good. The Avenger one was good. And that's it. Good. The Wolverine one sucked ass. This one is the best. This one is number 1 in my opinion. Go out and get this one shot. It is worth your $4. You get it on Midtown for like $3 and change. My God, this is worth your $4. This is the beginning of the end, I believe, for Norman Osborn. If this storyline carries over to the actual continuity of Dark Avengers and the whole Dark Reign that's going on, this is crazy. Okay, here's the story. I'll give you a briefie of the story because I want you guys to pick this up. I don't want to give away too much. Spidey, or Peter Parker, they get blueprints at the DB, also known as the Daily Bugle. Why they call it the DB now is beyond my understanding. Screw it. I'll just go with it. Anyway, they find blueprints to the Dark Avengers Tower, thanks to our nice frontline person. She's a new character. I just started collecting Spider-Man from American Son. She looks like Chloe from Smallville, blonde-haired girl. Anyway, she shows Pete the blueprints. He finds a way into the Dark Avengers Tower. He sneaks in and downloads this clip that shows Norman Osborn isn't exactly Mr. Red, White, and Blue. So the whole point of it, after that, basically Norman Osborn walks in as dressed in his Iron Patriot suit, Mr. Hero, and catches Spider-Man downloading the stuff onto a, what do you call those things that go into the computer? The hard drives?
Yeah.
The external hard drives. And he basically, the whole rest of the book is basically Norman Osborn chasing Spidey to get the hard drive back. Of course, he doesn't catch him. And Spidey does a little, I'm not going to give it away. I don't want to give it away. Should I give it away? Should I give a spoiler?
He wants to.
I want to.
He's gonna.
Alright, spoiler.
No.
Basically, Spidey takes off his suit and blends in with the crowd, meaning Iron Patriot can't find him. Mind you, after one more day, the crappy storyline, Norman Osborn no longer knows that Peter Parker is the Spider-Man. So basically, Spidey disappears, and Iron Patriot does not know where he is. Basically, here's the panel. Here's the panel. Iron Patriot does not know where Spidey is because he took his suit off and a million people. So he figures, where is he going to put that flash drive? Where is he going to upload that stuff?
Drive.
And right next to him is a computer or a library store or whatever. And basically he goes in there and he sees Peter Parker uploading everything, and he gets there too late. And the stuff gets uploaded all over the internet. So the whole world sees good old Normie for the crooked, psychopathic, wow person that he is, asshole. Basically, here's the last page. Look at especially look right where the Iron Patriot flag used to be. That says something. And Spidey even said, it's the beginning of the end, and he is and Peter Parker is going to be stepping up, and he's going to be the reason for he says, I'm going to be the #1 reason for Norman Osborn's fall, his empire to fall. He's going to be the reason his empire falls. Also, there's a side story after that. A reprint of The Pulse, #5, Thin Air, Part 5. That's the other half of the book. And that's not on the cover. That's why I'm showing this also. So you get to see Thin Air, Part 5. For those of you who are interested in The Pulse, I only got like the first 2 issues of it back when it first came out. It was alright. And yeah.
Well, there's something. Back years ago, I actually collected The Amazing Spider-Man, and they were always good. I was going to ask you if their continuity, was it always good, or did it
got bad after one more day. Right after that series.
But it's still one of the best series.
It's still one of the best.
So, The Outsiders sounds very good.
Outsiders, yeah, it's really good.
Sounds very interesting.
So basically, the ones you want to get this week, since we're talking about ones you want to get, are these 3 comic books. These are the ones you want to get. These 3. These are the best 3. I enjoyed. This was an interesting side story. This was an enjoyable book, even though Superboy wasn't the Superboy in this comic. The main character was Superboy Prime. I think Superboy Prime has some good left in him. I think that he's going to somehow become the anti-hero at some point. I think there's still good in him. You can see it. In this issue, you can see it. Pick this issue up if you want to see a more humble Superboy Prime, because I'm telling you, that he has potential still to be good. In my opinion, he has potential to still be good, and it's in this comic. Pick it up, you'll find out what I'm talking about. And the list. The fall of Norman, mark my words, Peter Parker, the fall of Norman Osborn's empire, and the Dark Avengers, and this Dark Reign starts here. It has to. I believe it does. It's the last part, I believe, of the list. It was the best part of the list. I mean, the Hulk stunk. Like I said, there were so many other ones of the list that stunk. This is the only part. That's why this was the last part. That's absolutely why this was. Exactly. Get that. Get this Marvel book. Get it. It's going to end the reign. And with that, I have finished this week's worth of comic books. Thank you, God. Thank you, Midtown, for sending these early to me this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed my special guests. Hopefully they'll come back if I ever get my comic books early again. And it's great to have a little bit of like a panel, even though you have no idea about comic books. You have minor knowledge, and Joey
I used to years ago. I stopped with. I remember
this
Spiderman
is years
was good.
ago.
I still have my old
things changed. Things changed for 5 years.
Like that, though.
So I'll see you guys next week for another episode of my Dark Avenger comic book review. Catch you guys soon.